Assalamualaikum and good morning. Today I will present such an interesting topic by our group, which is about workplace harassment and well-being. Workplace harassment now has a wide range of definitions and is a very broad topic. The term generalized harassment is to describe negative behaviors that encompass verbal aggression, disrespectful or exclusionary behavior, isolation or exclusion, threats or bribes, and physical aggression, which are not obviously related to legally protected and which do not explicitly reference duration of experiences, perpetrator motivation, or target perpetrator power differentials. While well-being has three primary defining characteristics. First, well-being is a phenomenological event. People are well when they subjectively believe themselves to be so. Second, well-being involves how we feel, experience, and process various forms of emotion. In particular, while individuals are more prone to experience positive emotions and less prone to experience negative emotions. Third, well-being is best considered as a global judgment. This means that well-being refers to one's life in the aggregate, that is considered as a whole. These are important distinctions from such other happiness, construct in the organizational sciences as job satisfactions. However, conflicts frequently arise at work, which has an impact on employees' well-being, especially workplace harassment. Due to the vast range of workplace harassment, our focus will be on sexual harassment in the workplace. The United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's EEOC defines sexual harassment as unwelcome sexual advance, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature that interferes with one's employment or work performance or creates a hostile or offensive work environment. Now, what cause of sexual harassment in the workplace? First, perceptions trait lead men to engage in higher levels of sexual harassment. This is due to their perception that the current situation of women in the workforce threatens their role within the organization. Male employees are thought to be more likely to be let go as a result of the rising importance of women in the workforce. Next, the cause of sexual harassment is due to a culture that implies acceptance. Employees may develop a shared understanding that sexual harassment is acceptable in certain workplaces. This is due to the fact that when employee members see sexual advances made by co-workers, hear rumors of inappropriate touching, or hear sexual jokes being said, they presume they will not be disciplined. Meanwhile, power differential at the workplace is also cause to sexual harassment. Senior level officers frequently use their position of authority to threaten and sexually harass individuals. Victims are frequently forced into sexual actions if they refuse their superiors or because they are given professional favors. Next, I will explain the effect that will occur due to this problem. Firstly, sexual harassment is found to lead to increased burnout, decreased job satisfaction, and degraded psychological well-being. Anxiety, despair, irritability, rage, and sleeplessness are just a few of the signs of emotional exhaustion that might appear to the victim. Additionally, victims of sexual harassment might experience undesirable side effects, including discomfort and abnormal conduct at work. Compared to the women who had not experienced harassment, women who reported sexual harassment experienced lower levels of work satisfaction. They frequently use sick leave as a justification for absence from work. Based on these causes and effects, sexual harassment not only does this affect on employees' quality of life, but it also negatively affects the effectiveness of their organizations.
So I would like to share about ways to overcome sexual harassment in the workplace. Okay, sexual harassment is a gender-neutral offense where both men and women can be a perpetrator. So, while males can also be victims of sexual harassment, there seems to be a consensus that females are the typical targets. So, sexual harassment in workplace is widespread that happens on a daily basis, but victims are afraid to voice their fear and opinion regarding this matter. Alright, as much as there are safety measures taken by the public to protect the victims, it is a responsibility of the organisation to look after their employees. So the company has the power to make a change by preventing this act to take place. First and foremost, organisations should engage employees in ensuring a harassment-free workplace. So to be practical, human resources HR supervisors and managers cannot be monitoring harassment at all times, but by engaging the aid of employees themselves, companies can boost the odds the harassment will be seen. So, letting employees understand the vitality of this role and providing them with training and resources to help them take action are important steps in the power to create the culture of safety and respect. After that, an organisation has to make sure that employees and management understand the context of sexual harassment. Even though it may seem obvious on what sexual harassment at workplace really is, it will be beneficial of employees understand exactly the types of actions and behaviours that are inappropriate. So, sexual harassment comes in different forms such as verbal, physical, visual, and psychological harassment. So, it is essential in educating executives, managers, and employees about the more subtle forms of sexual harassment. These acts will not only damage working relationships and team culture, but also, if left unchecked, it may escalate into more atrocious harassment. Next, the victim should never underestimate their side of the story. So, the proper authorities such as the HR team, headline authorities, the lawsuit, or trusted people such as family members or friends will be able to help in difficult times. So, voicing out and being courageous will bring psychological comfort and support. In conclusion, to curb this problem, organizations and individuals should together build a culture of respect, organizational citizenship behaviors (OCB) to reduce the behavior of injustice in the working environment. So, employees, especially women, may be often vulnerable to sexual harassment in workplace and how it affects their psychological well-being. Therefore, it can be concluded that from previous studies, workplace harassment is increasing and organizations should take into consideration the seriousness of this matter.